Hi, Marie here. Welcome to my channel. Today I thought I'd share with you perfumes for different moods. So thank you so much to everybody that really enjoyed my different signatures for different personalities, and several of you requested a video around different moods. So I'm going to do that, but before I get started, if you haven't subscribed, just go ahead and hit that button. Join the Weird Wonderful family. I would love to have you part of the community. And I also just want to take a moment to say thank you so much. We just hit the 7,000 subscriber mark. One of you commented and said, wow, there's 7,000 people in the Weird and Wonderful family. And somehow that just absolutely made my whole entire day. Like, thinking about the fact that 7,000 of you enjoy being weird and wonderful, enjoy being a part of this community. I'm just so thankful for you. So yeah, a big thank you. Like, I can't believe that that's where we're at, and I'm looking forward to growing even more throughout the rest of the year. So thank you to all of you that are subscribed and participating in this community. You guys are so amazing, so thank you. Now, the first mood is, of course, happy. Like, we've got to have that happy, you know, where it's just kind of like, and I'm happy to do. I love like that joyful burst of excitedness. It's pretty much my favorite. I am a smiley person in general, except for when I'm not. But I had to pick two for the happy department because, yeah. The first one is Wonderland Peony by Floral Street. This one, I've said before, it totally reminds me of some sort of like fantasy Easter, country fair carnival type thing, where everything is in pastels and there's like pastel eggs everywhere and baskets and colorful candy, like a candy land. That's what this fragrance reminds me of. So it's got raspberry. There's, well, it's technically raspberry bloom, but it smells like raspberry to me. There's peony in this one. It's just happy. There's cotton candy. There's also cedar and vetiver. So there's a little bit of depth to this, but overall it's just a happy, juicy, fun fragrance. So enjoy wearing this one, Wonderland Peony. And then of course I have to mention my SOFIA by SOFIA VERGARA. There is not a time that I don't put this plum juicy goodness on that I don't instantly feel happy if I wasn't before. So this has plum, it's got cassis in it. It smells classy, but it smells happy. It's wonderful. This is such a great mood booster. With this fragrance on, I don't know how anyone could feel anything but glee. Now, the next mood that I have is sad. So thinking about sad, there's two ways a person can go. One is to be comforted, but I have kind of a cozy fragrance that I'll talk about in a few minutes. But the fragrance that I would want to pull me out of that sadness is Jean Paul Gaultier's So Scandal. Of course, like basically raspberry is the happy fruit of life. Like, really? Like, is it not the happy fruit of life? Like, if I've said it before, if I were a fruit, it would be a raspberry, slightly lumpy, very juicy, red and delicious. That is raspberry. So this fragrance, if I'm feeling down, I oftentimes will reach for this one because it usually helps boost the mood, and that's what I want when I'm feeling kind of in the dumps. So Scandal for when my mood is sad. Like, don't get me wrong, I realize that sad isn't a bad thing, that sometimes it's good to be in that sad, contemplative mood. What would I wear if I was contemplating? That'll be for some other day. Now, if I am in an energetic mood and want to keep, like, you know, fairly zingy, I'm going to reach for Green Tea's Pomegranate by Elizabeth Arden. Now, this fragrance, it doesn't last long. But honestly, it's so cheap. Like I got this for $6.99. So it's gonna last you 3 hours if you overspray. This to me is a great fragrance for something like going to a gym or during the summer when you just want something that's energizing and invigorating. This fragrance is great. Honestly, a lot of the ones from the green tea line are fantastic for that. So I have this one, I have Nectarine Blossom, I've got Pear Blossom. Definitely love Nectarine Blossom, but I find that that one's a little bit more spa-like and relaxing, honestly. But the pomegranate green tea is so zesty and invigorating. Green tea pomegranate in the opening has pomegranate, passion fruit, tangelo, and bergamot. So it's got this zesty, fruity, zingy opening. In the mid, it has Earl Grey tea, violet leaves, white magnolia, and divana. And then the base has raspberry bloom, mate, musk, and moss. So basically, to me, it smells raspberry. So it's got raspberry bloom, same as Wonderland Peony. To me, it comes across raspberry. So this just smells like a citrusy, raspberry pomegranate zinger. Like like a fresh pomegranate raspberry tea. So I absolutely love this one. It's super invigorating and I'm so glad I have it in my collection. Doesn't last long, but super cheap, so you can overspray. Love it. Now, sometimes a girl wants to feel powerful. She wants to smell like a queen. She wants to smell formidable, like nobody's gonna mess with her. And if you do, there's huge consequences. When I want to smell powerful, I pull out Elie Saab's Le Parfum Royal. Now this one, to me, there is a Delina vibe in this one. This one is rich and delicious. If you don't like Delina, try this one because this has a similar vibe. It's like a powerful femininity, but this one doesn't have that tart rhubarb. It's got orange instead. This one has orange, it's got rose, and it's got some spices in it. This one to me smells so sexy. It smells very feminine, but it also smells like powerful. Like to me, it's a very regal fragrance. It smells like a queen or some sort of warrior princess. That's what this smells like. It's fantastic. So when I want to smell a little bit like a warrior princess, this is the one I put on. So the next mood that I chose was the romantic mood. Now, when I think romantic, I think south of France. I think of an era gone by of wealth and decorum and demureness and whatever that is. And the fragrance that I chose for that is Terracotta by Guerlain. Now this one just smells rich. It smells warm. Like I think of vacationing, but I think luxury vacation. And to me, this just has a total romantic vibe. Like I just imagine some beautiful woman. I've said it before. She's from the 50s. She's just come from money. She's always known money. She stays in a fancy hotel for months on end with her like ladies' maid kind of thing. How many of you want a ladies' maid? Like, why don't we have ladies' maids now? Like, what happened in life that we now are the ladies' maid? What happened? What happened? But in that time, they were Terracotta by Guerlain. This one is warm, it's sensual, it smells like sunshine somehow, or just, I think about being on a veranda in the south of France. There's a beautiful breeze. It's a bit humid. You can smell florals in the air. You can smell some frangipani, ylang ylang, orange blossom. There's a bit of coconut tiare flower. This one is just absolutely beautiful. It's got an oily quality, which is a little bit different, and you have to kind of get used to it. Smells a little bit like Moroccan oil, like the hair products, but I just absolutely love this fragrance. And to me, for a romantic mood, I think of this. When I think romantic / wistful. So the other fragrance that goes with that would be Mon Guerlain. It smells, again, I think of the south of France. I just associate romance with Paris and France always. Like, I'll probably get there someday and go, what was I thinking? But for now, in my head, it's the most amazing place on earth. So I think of rolling hills with lavender, riding on a bicycle into some little village. You go to the baker and get a baguette, so the cheesemaker and get some delicious different cheeses. You go get some grapes, you go get some wine and some delicious deli meat of some sort. Get your bread, you get your cheese, you get your wine, your grapes, and you go back to your big, huge kind of stone villa. Like, it's not like tiny, it's a stone cottage, but it's actually a mansion. And then you sit there around the fire with your husband and you enjoy this little picnic on the floor. Yeah, wistful, romantic, Mon Guerlain is perfect. Now, I've said before that this one reminds me of a mom, so there is that quality of it because of the lavender. I always think of being a mom because I used lavender in my son's bath products when he was little. But beyond that, lavender just has a lot of beautiful memories for me. I love the herbaceous nature of it. I love the calming nature of it. So Mon Guerlain, beautiful fragrance. Some women find it a little bit masculine because of the lavender. There's also licorice and I think anise, maybe just licorice. So there is that kind of herbaceous quality that sometimes will, you know, come across as masculine. I don't find this masculine at all. I find it extremely feminine, extremely romantic. It's just beautiful. Now the next mood is that cozy, just kind of cuddle on in type mood. You know, you want to stay in, you get a warm blanket, and cuddle on in, or you're by the fire. The fragrance I would choose for that is the Scent Private Accord for Her by Hugo Boss. This is just cozy because of that chocolate. So it's basically orange and chocolate. Doesn't last long, but if you spray your clothes and kind of, you know, go all ham with it, it's awesome. It smells like kind of a powdered milk chocolate with just a hint of orange. There's osmanthus in this one as well, so you get a hint of floral in it. The longevity on this is terrible, like it's about 4 hours, but if you spray your clothes, it lasts longer. I actually really enjoy layering this with other fragrances, and as you can see, I use this one quite a lot. I wear this one to bed a lot. I just find it really comforting and cozy. This is a great one for snuggling too. I should have included this one in my snack video because this one is, you know, you smell just totally edible, but it's also a real close encounters one. So, you know, you can snuggle in without getting overpowered. So love this one for that cozy, you know, for those cozy moments. Now, if I'm in a seductive mood, so I'm talking seductress, I'm talking like really kind of into myself, I'm going to choose Olympia Intense. This fragrance, like I smell this and I instantly think, I think happy thoughts. This one is basically amber, salt, and vanilla. It comes across as a salted kind of amber caramel is what I get out of this one. Now, when I smell this, I also think powerful woman. I think of Charlize Theron, but I think of her being on the ocean, coming out as a goddess, and she's coming out of the ocean. She's like Zeus's wife or something like that. She's like half mermaid, half whatever. Her skin is bronze. There's a bit of sand on her skin. It's glistening from the sun. She's all bronze, and she's definitely wearing Olympia Intense. This is not for the faint of heart because of that salt note, but what's so sexy about this is it smells like heated skin. Like I imagine someone, they're on, you know, they've been in a warm ocean, they're out, they're laying in the sand, and it's the smell of the salt and the heat from their skin, just naturally, that ambery kind of smell that is on skin in the heat. That's what this reminds me of. So to me, it's a little bit sexy because it's like kind of natural and, you know, like just kind of, yeah. Yeah. I'm going to stop talking because I'm getting awkward. This is great for that seductive mood. There's so many that are great for seductive, but if I want to feel powerfully seductive, I'm going to pull out Olympia Intense. Now, the next mood is the productive mood. You want to get the job done. You want to get it done fast. You want to get it done efficiently. You've got the creative juices just flowing. And the fragrance that you want to wear to be totally productive is Trussardi's Donna. I love this fragrance. So to me, what you get is just kind of a fresh, delicate, lemon fragrance, lemon with some vanilla in it. This has fruity notes, Amalfi lemon, and yuzu in the opening, and then the mid has jasmine, African orange flower, and lotus. The base is vanilla, sandalwood, patchouli, and cedar. So I don't really notice those. What I get is that beautiful lemon fruity-ness to it. I get a little bit of that watery quality from the floral, like that lotus. But not like, it's not super watery. To me, what this feels like is, just imagine a peony, and it's that bright kind of yellowy lemon color with a little bit of lighter lemon mixed in, and all the kind of fluttery peony petals. That's how it smells to me. So just imagine that, and then you've sprinkled this beautiful fluttery lemony peony with just a hint of vanilla sugar. That's what this is. Like, that's the picture that comes to mind. And it's invigorating, it's sweet, it's happy, it's energizing. So as far as being productive, if I have this one on, I feel like I want to get on with it. I feel powerful. I feel like a go-getter. It's just beautiful, and it's classy, and it's long-lasting. Love this fragrance. Now, for that relaxed kind of everyday type mood, I would choose, honestly, Dolce Garden. This, for some reason, it just smells relaxing to me. Like, when I think about this fragrance, I just think walking on a trail. Like, I just get this vision of walking on a trail in Hawaii. You know, you've got kind of your sari on, some sort of bikini top. You may have a coconut drink in your hand. You've got some sort of beautiful flower in your hair. You're walking on this trail in Hawaii. You're smelling all the smells. Yeah, it's just relaxed. You've got flowers around your neck. That kind of mood is what this smells like. This fragrance has magnolia, mandarin orange, and neroli in the opening. It's got coconut, frangipani, and ylang ylang in the mid, and then the base has vanilla, almond, and sandalwood. So this, to me, it just smells warm. It smells relaxing. It smells a little bit like a vacation. I just love it. Like, I seriously, like, thinking about wearing flowers all over my neck in Hawaii, enjoying the music, relaxed setting, Dolce Garden. Last fragrance, when my mood is kind of flirty, the fragrance that I'm gonna go for is La Belle. This fragrance, I feel saucy when I wear it. I can't help it. I feel saucy when I put this one on. I feel flirty when I wear this one. I think it smells like it's sweet, it's syrupy. Why wasn't this in my Smell Like a Snack video? Or was it? I don't think it was, but this one, it's so amazingly good. Like, it smells like cooked pear in some sort of a little bit of liquor. There's a little bit of woodiness. Apparently there's leather in it. I don't know if there is, but there's a little bit of a spicy quality to this fragrance, but it smells like uber feminine and sexy, but kind of girly and flirty. The color of the juice to me says it all. Like, it's this pink color. And yeah, if I want to smell a little bit saucy, a little bit flirty, definitely putting on La Belle. And that is it for my moods. Lots of moods here. What fragrance do you wear for these moods, or are there other moods that you have that you want to suggest perfumes for? Please feel free to leave those in the comments. And other than that, have an amazing week, and we'll talk to you soon.